Obviously, this was a big event that happened recently. Panda Global is in a very bad spot. They put themselves there by seemingly to clear the competition for other people that are making competing Smash events. Dozens of people have left the org. Pretty much every single competitive player has pulled out of their event, and they're not doing very well. So let's watch it. Here we go.
It appears the drama in the Smash scene is finally over after a few weeks. That could be the plot for a Disney Channel original movie featuring an evil mega corporation and a good guy who turned bad and a bald person. But it all seems to be wrapping up after two major announcements happened last night. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the skinny of it is there were supposed to be two circuits, two World Cups, if you will, for Smash that both ended in December. They were going to be the biggest events of the year. And one of them got canceled by Nintendo, and it appeared that there was some strong arming by the other circuit to convince Nintendo to shut that one down. Or at least leveraging the knowledge that Nintendo would shut that down to get everybody to watch Panda Circuit, the one that didn't get shut down, instead. So that's the skinny of it, but I made a couple other videos. You want to check them out. What is the update? Well, it's from Panda, the people whose circuit was still going to happen. They literally had the license from Nintendo for it to happen, but after Smash World Tour got canceled, everybody who was supposed to participate in it left. All the commentators wanted to leave.
Yeah, everybody left the event because I think everybody sensed foul play of what happened, so they just stepped out.
Even the people who were organizing the event and worked at Panda wanted to leave. And they could not really operate under those pressures.
Yeah.
So they dropped this announcement, which said, Panda has heard the concerns of the Smash community and is taking immediate action.
There we go.
Now, the only problem I have with this statement is it's their second attempt at it. They dropped a statement a week ago. I made a video about it, and it was kind of lackluster. It was like, hey, we know this event is getting shut down, but, we're still doing our thing. And
yeah, we're sorry that we negatively affected everybody else.
Whatever.
For sure.
And we know our CEO was trying to strong-arm other corporations into getting broadcasting rights because of their relationship with Nintendo, but hey, that's not our problem.
Yeah.
And so this isn't immediate action. It is an immediate reaction to the community's outcry after the last announcement. Anyway, they do continue, and they say, Allen is no longer CEO. Again, that's Dr. Allen. He's a doctor, by the way. Effective immediately. In the interim, Panda employees are working with outside advisors to form a temporary interim management committee to act as a CEO to navigate this critical time. Basically, everybody who worked there wanted to quit. Everyone who was signed to there wanted to quit. And so they need somebody to handle all of that. And
so Allen is just completely out of Panda. Wow. There's no longer CEO. Effective immediately, too. Now they call him Allen. Yeah, he's not Dr. Allen anymore. Think about that. He's still the owner? Oh, no, you're right. He is still the owner. They can't. This is just the way that these things work. You can't just take somebody's ownership of a company away from them. You just can't do this. Like, I know you might want that to happen, but it's just, that's not how it works.
Maybe get people to not quit, or get people to quit, but figure out how that looks with contracts and things like that. It's tricky. It's not as easy as saying, I leave in a tweet. That's like what Michael Scott would do. It's not how the real world works. But the other kicker is that due to security concerns for our staff and contractors, the Panda Cup finale is postponed. I would also say their concerns would be that it feels like nobody who was working there even wanted to do it outside of...
Well, of course not. They're getting tons of hate, and then all of the players are pulling out. Of course they're not going to want to do it. Yeah.
Security concerns, but for sure it can't happen. The event is done, and they're working on refunds to all the people who registered. So we went from 2 events to end the year, 2 circuits, down to 1 circuit, down to fucking 0 circuits, in part to the fault of Nintendo and Dr. Allen of Panda. Now, the immediate question that I had, in that LD, the one of the co-founders of Beyond the Summit, one of the most respected broadcasters in the Smash scene, asked, what is missing from the statement is any mention of Allen, Dr. Allen, the CEO of Panda, who is now stepping down, divesting his interest in the company. My understanding is Allen owns Panda and basically controls the company. At first blush, this sounds like damage control and a desperate attempt at grabbing a life draft. Now, I totally believe that a company has its right to try to exist. I think Panda should try to exist. There's a lot of employee salaries at stake here, and that's people's livelihood. That's how they get food on the table, rent paid.
Oh, there's plenty of people, and this is the problem, right? The problem is, like, whenever a company is benefiting from something, And at the same time, that thing that they are benefiting from, people try to hide behind the shield of, oh, well, because there are good people working at the company, then it's okay that, you know, they don't give a fuck and they just leave somebody on there that's malicious. So yeah, of course that's what happens. Like, I don't think anybody wants Panda to completely fall apart, because it does seem to me that these actions were not really of Panda in totality. It was of one or maybe two people at the company. You see what I mean?
You know, they need a job.
There's always people on the internet that are looking for blood, and I can understand that, especially whenever this did negatively affect other people. But sometimes I don't think the solution to problems like this is to just create more problems for different people.
And so I don't blame Panda for trying to exist. I think they should be able to exist
for sure. I agree.
in some way. The problem is, how is it meant to exist when Dr. Allen has such a terrible reputation after the accusations that he was strong-arming other people in the Smash scene to either leave the Smash World Tour or to give themselves broadcasting rights for free. So it's a tough situation to navigate because of that. And the fact of the matter...
Well, I think it's kind of obvious, right? I mean, the guy obviously acted unethically. He leveraged his position to take advantage of multiple other people. This isn't an instance of him just being an asshole independently. This is an instance of him using his position at the company to take advantage of a situation. A ton of people do that, though. Ton of so what I don't really think that's true. Like, you're saying to me, like, a ton of people like try to fucking like make a backroom deal or try to like influence the company that's running an event to shut down their competitors, and this is seen as okay. I feel like in any industry, yeah, of course people do this. Like, duh, it's of course they're gonna do it because it's beneficial for them. Like, no shit. But I don't think anybody in any of these communities sees this as a W. Nobody's like, oh, yeah, it's smart. Yeah, good job. Yeah, if this happened in any other community, I think people would want them out as well.
Is Allen still owns Panda? That's elephant in the room. Even if he's not CEO, he still owns it. He still gets to make calls, or at least get the added benefit of the calls that are being made.
My understanding is that you can kick somebody off the board and have them a non-voting member. I am not 100% sure on this. I would have to look it up and see for myself what the law is, and if this is even incorporated in America. I have no idea. But it is no easy task to just kick somebody out of a company unless they have like a contract ahead of time with contingency plans for something like this happening. Like the equivalency of a morality clause. Depends on the makeup of the company. Yeah, it seems unlikely. Not possible if the other owners don't have majority ownership. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? So I don't even know if this would be possible.
Now, what is Allen saying in these times is the second announcement, and the second thing we should be wondering.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is what we need to know is, hey, you're the owner of it. What do you say? Because all the announcements so far have come from unknown Panda Global entity.
Yeah.
I don't even know who this is at Panda. So Allen tweeted out himself, I have stepped down as CEO of Panda to protect the safety and well-being of the team.
Okay.
My statement with evidence is coming. Interesting. And then he posted a screenshot. In a slight, and this doesn't really matter, but it pissed me off. The statement or the screenshot has such a small amount of text that it could have just fit in the tweet. You get 280 characters. It doesn't even fit because it's a bad screenshot. It's like a screenshot from like a notepad.
BTS leadership put the community in jeopardy. Beyond the Summit and Smash World Tour. That's the two acronyms that we're having here.
Anyway, Smash World Tour lied, bullet point 1, and BTS leadership put the community in jeopardy, 2. This is kind of like a burn all.
I feel like exactly what Ludwig said. Looking forward to see your evidence. Genuine. Yeah, because the thing is that we had this happen with the guy with Doom, where like everybody thought this guy was a gigantic piece of shit, and it turned out that he got blackballed and he got taken advantage of. And we also had this happen with Bayonetta. And with Bayonetta, the actress who was her character, who's her voice actor, presented a story that painted an inaccurate picture. So I am fully ready if Dr. Allen wants to present evidence of his side. I think that he is obviously fucking guilty. There are multiple witnesses with no relation to each other that are saying that he said the same thing. This seems quite concerning to me. But everybody deserves to get their ability to talk. Everybody has the right to defend themselves. So yes, let's see the fucking evidence. If he had evidence, he wouldn't step down as CEO. No, I disagree with that. I think that he should step down as CEO anyway. Because it's only a title. It doesn't really matter. Like, he still owns the company. And if everybody knows that it's bullshit, you just wait, you step down, and that way, you know, you're not the public face of the company. And then you build your case and your evidence of why this is not the case. You present it to the public, and hopefully people can see where you're coming from if it's accurate and you're right. And then afterwards, you turn back around and you can take your position again because you did nothing wrong. And I don't think that anybody wants this guy to lose his job as being CEO if he presents evidence that shows that what's happened isn't true. There is a universe where Dr. Allen is right and he got scapegoated. Now, I think this universe is very small and very remote and highly unlikely, but it does exist. There's zero evidence he had anything to do with BTS Smash not getting licensed. You honestly think the guy has any pull at Nintendo? Well, whenever he says something would happen and then it happens, yes, this does cause me to believe that he caused it to happen. Yes, I mean, I don't think it's not crazy, is it?
Bridges on the way out statement from Allen. It kind of reminds me of Papa John when he left Papa John's, minus the racism, of course. But, you know, when he left Papa John's, he was like, he went.
I still can't believe they got rid of old Papa John. Maybe, you know what? You know why they got rid of him? Because he's going to be Kanye West's vice president. That's why.
He went full heel. And Allen seems to be doing the same here. It seems that he is totally against the statements that were put out by Smash World Tour and corroborated by the Beyond the Summit and many other players in staff and trusted community members who were backing up those community members.
Yeah.
So a bit of a surprise statement from Allen. I thought he would be more remorseful, apologetic of the things that even Panda admitted they knew that he did.
No, I don't think he would be, because you got to keep in mind the guy's fighting for his life. This is his job. This is his whole fucking image online. He's going to take this all the way to the end because he's got everything riding on it. I'd do the same thing. Yeah, no, he's going to double down. He's going to try his best because he's an animal. We're all animals, and he's going to try to survive.
AKA, again, strong-arming the largest, most respected broadcaster in Smash to give Panda free streaming rights.
Yeah.
Under threat of not being able to do anything with Nintendo in 2023. That's what happened. And it's been confirmed by Panda that happened. I don't know how you don't even apologize for that at all. You know, it seems like he's saying the reason I'm stepping down is...
Well, he's saying it. The reason why he's not apologizing is that he said that he's implying that BTS Beyond the Summit put the community in jeopardy. So he's saying that they are either lying or they are misrepresenting what happened. That's clearly why.
Because I have to, not because I've done something wrong here. And as you can imagine, because of Dr. Allen's tweet here, it kind of fell on deaf ears.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem, again, with him defending himself, and I think that he should have the right to defend himself and present his evidence. I find it almost impossible that his evidence will outweigh what we know publicly. I cannot imagine that not being the case.
In fact, more people decided to leave Panda after that announcement as opposed to what it was supposed to do, which is, I assume, maybe bring some people back. Little Z, who's a content creator, said, I'm leaving Panda. Panda Punk, who is a really popular Street Fighter V player and future Street Fighter VI player, also leaving Panda. And then Plup, probably the single most popular esports player on Panda, is now quitting Panda. Now,
damn.
I'll be honest, I am I'm super excited. I'm like edge of my seat, keeping on notifications for Dr. Allen.
Oh, bro, yeah, because it's free fucking content. No matter what he uploads, you get to make like 3 videos about this shit. 100%.
See the evidence he is talking about.
Yeah.
Because the one question that has bothered me this entire time is why? He's a doctor. You're supposed to be smart if you're a doctor, right?
No, this is always a mistake. Somebody who's a doctor is not smart at everything. Somebody who's a doctor is very smart at medical things. Just because somebody is an expert in one thing does not mean that they have any other higher degree of understanding of anything outside of their field of expertise.
What was his thought process? What did he think would happen after trying to strong-arm these community members? Did he think that it would just, he'd be able to get away with it? Was there a
he
different
probably
motive?
thought he could get away with
Is
it.
the story not fully accurate? I mean, I tweeted as much. I'm literally looking forward to the evidence. Because after me speaking not only to the people publicly and reading those statements, but also privately to community members and getting in stories that can't really be told because of, certain concerns with lawyers, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
All signs point to Allen just trying to get as much control as possible through Nintendo with whatever relationship he had there.
Yeah, it's basically Allen playing Godfather. That's what my read on the situation is. Free, thanks for 5 subs. Thank you.
Provide as much value to the scene as possible, but that would only happen if he could burn the scene as we know it down to the ground first. Which I don't know. Maybe he thought he was fighting for the right cause. Maybe he thought that Nintendo...
Bro, this is not fighting for the right cause. This isn't somebody who, I don't want to see some kind of fucking... The same type of bullshit that's like with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried, where it's like, oh, I was going to watch that video. Remind me, I'll watch that one after this. Like, oh, well, he was trying to do a good thing, and he tried so hard to do a good thing, and, it ended up, accidentally making him billions of dollars and stealing everybody's money. Like, he just accident, oh, man, how did that happen? He's pulling for the community or some shit? Yeah, nobody's gonna buy that bullshit, man.
Banning events and not giving license was an inevitability. And because he had a good relationship with Nintendo to get licensing, they might as well do it through Panda, because without Panda, no events are going to happen and Nintendo's going to shut everything down. Maybe that is the only shred of hope I can believe for Allen, and that's why he was really trying to play the bad guy, because the real bad guy was behind the scenes. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to the statement.
I think it's just full of shit. Yeah, I think it's totally full of shit. Like, if the original announcement had, if these things had any weight to them at all, like his evidence, he would not have said what he said in the original announcement. And yes, my opinion is that he either proofread or wrote the original fucking thing. That's why it says Dr. Allen in it. Bro, the guy categorizes himself like that all the time. And yes, I know he's a doctor. He has the right to do that. But I do think that it is disingenuous to present yourself as a doctor whenever you are in a space that you do not have a doctorate in. This is not like you have a doctorate in medical stuff. Whenever you're a fucking esports owner, this is not the same thing. This is a false appeal to authority to make yourself seem more credible. You see what I'm saying? Dr. Mario? Well, he shouldn't be calling himself that shit either. But think about it. Dr. Mario throws pills at you. What do? They do damage. Let's see, it's my exact point.
We'll see what it is, and I'll surely make a video if it is anything substantial. And I want to leave you on something that I thought was quite beautiful from the GOAT, a.k.a. Mango, that kind of encapsulates everything that the community feels about what's happened.
You can take my controller, my GameCube, my CRT. I'll tell you something, I'll play Melee in my fucking mind. As long as Melee lives, I will play, and if you take it all, we'll fucking play in a garage.
There it is.
20 people there, hot, sweaty, gross, me versus Zane behind a 7-Eleven for 25 bucks. And that's what it's always going to be. You don't understand that the money, the fame, nobody gives. Anybody who wants to be a top player gives no fucks about that. So if you try to shut us down, you'll never shut us down. You think you might, but I promise you with all
You
my
think
soul,
you do,
got
but you
nothing
won't.
on the Melee community. These fucks are the cockroaches of esports. You try and kill them, they can't kill them. These motherfuckers just keep going, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So you can try. You're not going to succeed, whoever you are. Just remember that.
What did
Remember.
And that's a pretty beautiful
Accurate
statement.
enough.
Don't know how he has.
Yeah, people that want to play Smash, it's like you can't shut down every single tournament, all the small ones. It's just not realistic to divert that much attention to it. And so, yeah, you're at a certain point, you're fighting a losing battle that all it does is cost you PR.
Those way with
Yeah, it
his
just
words,
makes you look bad.
But it is a beautiful statement. And so we have no circuits now? No tournaments at all? Stop. Nope. That's where I come in, baby. It feels good to be a fan of something and also have money, because this is, I think, what everyone who's a fan of whatever game you like, whether it's Smash, Rocket.
This is one of the good things this is what felt good about doing the WoW tournaments too. It's like we want to do a WoW tournament, we just do a WoW tournament. It's that easy.
League, an FGC game, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Being able to fund events that you want to see come to life it's cool. And so anyway, blessed to be in this spot. Thank you everyone who subscribes and watches these videos. It's part of the reason why I'm able to lose $100,000, $200,000 on a Smash event, because I make
It's about right.
a lot of money doing this.
Yeah,
so
I can
I
see
do
that.
appreciate that. I am running the Scuffed World Tour. It's going to be December 18th with no other event running at the same time. It'll be the last major event of the year, unless something else is announced. And it will feature 16 of the best players in the world for both Melee and Ultimate. And we're going to do 8 people who were supposed to be invited for Smash World Tour for each game, so that we, give some credit to that event. But now that the Panda Cup is also gone, it only makes sense to invite 8 more people who are just the most deserving. Maybe they played the best this year. Maybe they've gone to a lot of events and they've showed their value. Maybe they were supposed to be invited to Panda Cup. Those are the 8 we're going to try to invite. I'm sure it'll ruffle some feathers that we can't invite certain people and we're going to invite some others, but cut me some slack here. I'm running an event 2 weeks before it's supposed to happen, while I also have a chess boxing event I got to worry about, because that's happening December 11th at 4 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be streaming live for free on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Ludwig. So I got some things on my plate.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. That's enough.
Yep.
A bit of a stall at the end there. See you later. Subscribe. All right, goodbye. See you later. Have a good one.
Okay.
Goodbye.
That's good enough. There we go. Let me go back over here
you
real
guys-
quick.
I can't believe we did it.
Okay,
It appears
I'll
the
pause
drama
this
in the
real
Smash.
quick. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Panda's doing everything that they can. There's not a lot that they can do. The truth is, there's really not. They just, they have to remove that guy, and that's it. But Stoops, we'll watch that one after the other one, okay? Because I did want to play some WoW. It's reset day today, so there's a lot of mythics that I wanted to do and other shit that I wanted to do in the game. So yeah, we will watch the FTX scam video and then maybe a couple of WoW ones, and then yes, we will after that actually play some games, because that's what I want to get into. We watched the boxing chess match. I think he's going to probably want it to be broadcast on YouTube, right? That's kind of what I'm expecting. Watch the new Project L gameplay video. What the fuck is Project L? Somebody linked this to me yesterday, and I don't know what that is. So I'm not sure really if I should look at that or not. So let me go back. It's a League fighting game. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm not really into fighting games that much. Smash is kind of it's the only fighting game, and I know oh, it's a platform brawler game. Guys, it's a fucking fighting game, okay? You have one character, you're killing another character, it's a fucking fighting game to me. All right, I'll be honest. However, that's the only game that is like that I give a shit about. I used to play Soul Calibur. Obviously I had it on a GameCube. I was a kid, right? So it's not like I played it seriously. But yeah, I played that one too. But other than that, I never really got too into fighting games. Give me 1 second.